Lesson 3.10 requires students to have internet devices in order to access 2 interactive simulations. A device for every student is ideal, but students could also work in pairs if there are not enough devices. The lesson plan is very straightforward. Students receive a lab sheet with directions, which they will use to access a simulation and then gather and record data. In the first simulation, the Pendulum Lab, students have more opportunities to manipulate variables, such as a pendulum's length, angle of release, and mass. Unlike the real trials they did in a previous lesson, today's simulation allows students to quickly make changes and quickly see how those changes influence the pendulum's motion. The lab sheet directs students to set specific parameters on their simulation to observe how those changes impact the pendulum's swing. Once these observations are made, students can explore tweaking additional settings, such as gravity and friction or air resistance, to see how those pendulums might swing at various places on Earth, or on the Moon, or Jupiter, etc. The second simulation, called Masses and Springs, features attaching a digital weight to a suspended spring and observing how the spring bounces up and down, similar to how the pendulum swings back and forth. Again, the student lab sheet has directions to guide students to make specific observations and record those findings before giving them a chance to freely explore the simulation. Lesson 3.10 is a chance for students to experiment with pendulums in a quick and easy manner, before Lesson 3.11, where they will be asked to design and engineer actual physical pendulums. Students may find it easier to focus on gathering meaningful data from today's simulations if they know ahead of time that today's interactives will help students inform their physical building decisions when they're constructing their physical pendulums.